Hello students, let us just continue with our environmental studies 18 CIV 59 subject. We were discussing some concepts related to module 1 ecosystem and biodiversity. So far we understood what we mean by ecosystem, what is biodiversity. So let us just move towards the next topic, which is biodiversity hotspot. According to your syllabus, next topic is biodiversity hotspots. What is this hotspot all about? Let us just understand from this video. If you want a proper definition or definition of biodiversity hotspot would be a biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographic region with significant levels of biodiversity that is threatened by human habitation. Now, what we mean by this? Now, so far we understood what is ecosystem, all the living, non-living things living together in with harmony is called as ecosystem. Then biodiversity, the diversity or variation among the species within the species is called as biodiversity. Now, what are this hotspot? Now here, at a particular region, there might be a specific type of vegetation or species animals found, those animals or species of plants might be at risk, a high risk due to human activity or whatever region. Now that particular area which is at more risk for particular type of species is called as hotspot. So let us just understand it now. This biodiversity hotspot idea was first developed by Norman Mailer in 1988. So now biodiversity hotspots are the methods to identify those regions of the world where attention is needed to address biodiversity loss and to guide investments in conservation. Now here, okay, now to qualify as a biodiversity hotspot, a region must meet two strict criteria. Now, before that, I hope you understood what is meant by hotspot. Now, here, hotspot is nothing but a particular region in the particular region in any area where the species living in those area are at high risk of getting extincted. Okay, now to identify whether they are at high risk of getting extincted and all, this hotspot idea, hotspots gives us the idea. Now, okay, now what are the criteria? Now, all the areas, all the what we can say, all the areas where many species live together is called as ecosystem, or if there is diversity within them, it is called as biodiversity, biodiverse area. All those areas are not called as hotspots. Only specific areas are called as hotspots. Now, which are those area? Those area must fulfill these particular two criterias, then only we can call those areas as hotspots. Okay, it must have at least 1500 vascular plants as endemics, which is to say it must have a high percentage of plant life found nowhere else on the planet. A hotspot, in other words, it is irreplaceable. Okay, now what we mean this? What we mean by this? Now see here. First criteria is there must be as 1500 plants endemics should be found in that area, means only those plants must be found in only that particular region, nowhere else. Such species must be present in that area, first criteria. Then it must have lost 70% or more of its original natural vegetation. In other word, it must be threatened. Now, first, what is criteria? Minimum 1500 vascular plants and vascular plants as endemics or variety of, it could be birds, animals, must be endemic. That means them a special the type of species only found in that area. The area must be such, and also it must be it must have lost 70% of its original natural vegetation due to any reason. So we can call that area as threatened. So such areas are called as hotspots. Okay. Now, around the world, 34 areas are qualified as hotspots. They represent just 2.4% of Earth's land surface, but they support more than 50% of world's plant species as endemics, that is, species found no place else. Also, nearly 43% of birds, mammals, reptiles, and amphibian species are endemic. India hosts 4 biodiversity hotspots: the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, the Indo-Burma region, and the Sundaland includes Nicobar group of islands. These hotspots have numerous endemic species in it. So now this is a picture which may give you idea regarding those 34 hotspots. As you can see here, on almost all the continents there are hotspots. If I go on explain this, it would be lengthier. So what I done, I have chosen only few hotspots which will just observe their pictures and all. So okay, now okay, what are the important hotspots? Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, Himalayas, Mediterranean basin, Indo-Burma region, Horn of Africa, Madagascar and Indian Ocean islands, Sundalands, forests of Australia, next is Caucasus, Mesoamerica. Only these are few which I have chosen. All the 34 hotspots are important, but let us just understand only these. So Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, as this picture itself shows you, the entire Western Ghats and the Sri Lanka. This entire area is called as Western Ghats and Sri Lanka hotspot. Now this Western Ghats of India, known locally as Sahyadri Hills, and southern West Sri Lanka are similar in geology, climate, and evolutionary history. So this makes our first type of hotspot area. Then next is Himalaya. Of course, Himalaya, as you can see, this entire area covers the Himalayan hotspot, which includes the entire Indian Himalayan region, and that falling in Pakistan, Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Myanmar. The Himalayan hotspot is home to the world's highest mountains. We all know Mount Everest is located in Himalayas. So this is our next. So next is Mediterranean basin. As you can see here, this if you compare the world map, this particular region where between Africa and the Europe's area, this particular area is called as Mediterranean area. So it is one of the world's richest places in terms of animals and plant diversity. Here it includes Libya, Egypt, Turkey, Italy, Greece, places of Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal, etc. This is Mediterranean basin hotspot. Then Indo-Burma region, as you can see here, part of India, and remaining all these places is our Indo-Burma hotspot area. It includes tropical Asia east of the Ganges, Brahmaputra lowlands, formerly including the Himalayas, China, and the foothills in Nepal, Bhutan, and of course India. So this is our Indo-Burma hotspot area. Now next is Horn of Africa. Now here very interesting name here. As you can see the African map, Africa, then this particular area of the Africa, it looks like horn. So this area is nothing but Horn of Africa hotspot. So as you can see here, it includes Ethiopia, Somalia. So now this Horn of Africa, it contains the regions, mainly the countries such as Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia, etc. The Horn of Africa is almost equidistant from the equator and the tropic Cancer. So this was Horn of Africa. Then Madagascar and Indian Ocean Islands. So this makes our next hotspot area. So it includes the islands of Madagascar and several neighboring islands groups. So as you can see here, Mauritius, Mauritius, Indian Ocean Island, Seychelles, all these comes under Madagascar and Indian Ocean Islands. Of course, Madagascar holds the largest area. Then remaining. Next is Sundalands. So now Sundaland is our next hotspot area. The Sundaland hotspot covers the western half of the Indo-Malaysian region, dominated by two of the largest islands in the world, Borneo and Sumatra. More than a million years ago, these islands, the islands of the Sundaland, were connected to mainland Asia. As sea level changed, this connection periodically disappeared, eventually leading to the current isolation of the island. Otherwise all these islands were interconnected. Now because of the rise in sea level and all, so these became islands and all. This is Sundaland hotspot. Now next is forests of Australia. So now Australian forests makes our next hotspot area. So Australia has approximately 123 million hectares of native forest, which represents about 16% of Australia's land area. So maximum land area of 16% as forest. So and only at this particular places endemic species are found, and they are at high threat. So they are considered as a hotspot. So next is Caucasus. Now Caucasus is home to Caucasus Mountains, which contains Europe's highest mountain, Mount Elbrus in it. So now now as you can see here, Caucasus, part of Turkey, Georgia, part of Russia is covered in Caucasus hotspot hotspot region. It has the Europe's highest mountain, Mount Elbrus in it. Okay, next is Mesoamerica. So only in this video I have included few students the hotspots. If you are interested, you can go for all the other hotspots. You can search about it, you can get knowledge about it. So next is Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica was a region which has cultural area, which is a cultural area in the America, extending approximately from central Mexico to Belize. As you can see here, Belize. So from Mexico to Belize, Panama, as you can see here, this area is nothing but Mesoamerica biodiversity hotspots. Now because of the extending human activities and all, whatever endemic species were present in this area, they are extincted, almost more than 70%. So they are all now to conserve all those. Now these are identified as biodiversity hotspot. I hope this gave you idea regarding what is biodiversity hotspot. Now 4 biodiversity hotspots of India. So here Himalayas, then Indo-Burma region. Now of course there are some other countries along with it, but only Indian parts of India will understand. Himalayas, then Indo-Burma region, then Western Ghats, then here our Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Sundaland comes under Sundaland hotspot area. So this was it, students. I hope you all understood. Thank you.